Welcome back to Yoga 101 and class number 2. So in this class we'll review standing up, sitting down, and lying down, as well as add a few more pieces. One of the parts I want to add is the initial centering time. I like to do this in all of my classes. I have all of my classes start by lying down and just taking a few breaths to help them relax and release a little bit more. This gives us an opportunity to let go of the day a little bit, bring ourselves more into the present, and connect more deeply with the body. So you're going to go ahead and lie down and move into Shavasana. So you're going to move into that lying down position we talked about last time. Have your feet a little bit more than hip width apart, toes turn out to the side. I do recommend having the roll underneath your thigh to give yourself a little bit of support and to release the lower back. Arms down by your side at about a 45-degree angle, opening up through the palms and drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Now go ahead and begin with 3 deep breaths. Using your exhales to help your body relax and release more and more. Softening, letting go. Use your exhalations to let go of your day physically and mentally. Bring yourself deeply into this moment, right here, right now. Once you've completed your 3 deep breaths, just take a few breaths, really present with your breath. Feel it as it moves in and out of the body, using this time as an opportunity to connect with your body. Notice where it's tight, where it might be resisting letting go. Breathe. Take a few more breaths, allowing yourself to release and relax just a little bit more. Now, taking your time, you're going to bend at your knees, roll to one side just like you come out for Shavasana, and come on up to sitting. Isn't that nice? It's just a few minutes, but it makes a difference, and it helps you get even more out of your yoga class. So let's begin today sitting in Sukhasana. So you're going to sit on your lift, bring your legs out so your feet are hidden beneath your opposite knees. Find your sit bones and get long through the body. Allow your shoulders to draw back and down and just relax them. Good. Bring your arms out to the side. Externally rotate really broadly. I want you to broaden across the collarbones as you do this, drawing the shoulder blades together a little bit, and lengthen the arms. That just puts the arms and shoulders in a really good place. So lengthen them so as if someone's giving a tug on each of the arms. That'll help the shoulder joint. Bring the arms up and overhead. Just reach right through the fingertips. Good, and now you're going to twist to your right, and I am too, so you're not going to mirror me. I want you to twist to your right, take your left hand outside your right knee, right hand behind you. You always want to twist to your right first. It helps with elimination, shall we say. So twisting to your right, I'll twist to my right. Feel your sit bones get long through your spine and twist. Just breathe and twist. Come back through the middle, bring your arms up and overhead. And go the other way. Feeling broad across your heart. Breathe. Come back through the middle, swing the arms up and overhead one more time, and then let them come down. Roll the shoulders back once, and release. Good. Change the cross of your legs. Getting up on top of your sit bones again. Now remember, if your knees hurt in this, give them some support underneath the knees. You can also set yourself up higher, making your lift higher underneath your sit bones, or even sit in a chair. You can do everything we're doing now, sitting in a chair as well. Arms out to the side, and again, externally rotate, get broad across the collarbones, lengthen the arms, bring the arms up and overhead. Feel the stretch all the way through the fingertips. And then bring your right arm down. Reach up that left side, left sit bone sinks. So left sit bone here, remember at the base of the pelvis, it sinks. So you reach up and then take it over. Bend your elbow, your right elbow away or towards your body so your shoulder can come away from your ear. Feel that stretch. Ah, I love this one. And then come back up, swing the right arm up. We'll go over to the other side. Left hand goes down. Reach up that right side, drop your shoulders, you take it over. Feel that stretch. Isn't that nice? Breathe. Let your right sit bones sink. And come back up. Both arms come up. And then release and take the arms down. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times. Lovely. Now let's move to standing and do a few more standing poses today. So let's review Tadasana, or mountain pose. So coming again with the feet so they're hip width apart. Remember, you're aligning them over your or under your hip bones. And you're going to balance your weight between the right and left foot. Remember, you're assuming you're not balanced. If you go into it knowing, hey, I'm already balanced, then you're not going to feel the imbalance. But if you think, I've just been told I know I'm not balanced, just because it's not actually possible. We all have a little imbalance in our body. Then you're able to feel that imbalance. So find that imbalance and then create more balance. And then balance between the front and back of your feet. Feel your feet move down into the ground as you draw up, engaging all the way up. Feel like you're getting taller and taller and taller. Feel your breath. Feeling open across the heart. Now roll your shoulders back a few times. Remember, we're going to make them really big. So move from the shoulder blades. Feel like the shoulder blades are the focal point of your action. Change direction, other way. Keep breathing as you go. Oh, I love this one. We have so much tension in that upper back. Beautiful. And then one more time back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take the back of the right hand to the base of your spine. Roll the shoulder back and take your ear down to the shoulder. So you're tipping your head away from the arm that's behind the back. As you draw the shoulder back, it'll bring the stretch even more down into the shoulder. Breathe. Turn your head down at an angle. And then bring your head back up, release the arm, change sides, draw the shoulder back, feel long through the body. Take the right ear down to the right shoulder. Breathe, lovely stretch. And turn the head down. And then bring the head back up and release. Isn't that nice? So let's move into a couple of the standing poses. Now, standing poses in yoga, most of them have the feet apart, and this is when having a yoga mat comes in very handy. You don't want your feet to slide out from underneath you. You want a nice sticky mat to hold you in place, and if you find yourself sliding, you need to find a surface where you won't. As I mentioned before, low pile carpeting or a hardwood floor are usually really good surfaces to use if you don't have a mat. Now, stepping the feet apart as far apart as you're comfortable having them. Okay, and as we go along, I can give you other markers for the spacing of the feet. But usually for beginners, it's as far apart as you can have them without feeling like you're going to lose your balance. It's pretty rare I tell a beginner to step your feet closer together because they're too far apart. And we're going to turn the feet. Now the feet, well, the foot position is pretty much the same in all standing positions. That is, you're going to turn the back foot, and we're going to make the left foot our back foot to start. You're going to turn it in about 30 degrees or so, and the front foot turns out 90 degrees. And the heel of the front foot aligns with the arch of the back foot. So check that alignment. That does protect the knees and the lower back, so you do want that alignment. Be sure the front foot is truly parallel to each side of the mat. One of the mistakes I often see is with the foot off its alignment a little bit, and what that does then is it torques at the knee. We don't want to torque at the knee. First pose we're going to do is called Warrior Two, and we're going to leave the arms out the first time. You're going to bend your knee and bring your knee right over the ankle. I want to make sure too that it's lining over the toes, it's not tipping in. So you want to be able to see your big toe on the inside of the knee, and that tells you the alignment is there. Now what I'm looking for is that the knee is right over the ankle, and ultimately the thigh is parallel to the floor, but we can get there over time. So this is a really solid base. Back leg is very straight and strong. Now go ahead and straighten the front leg. We'll add the arms. The arms for this pose are up and out, and you're going to reach fingertip to fingertip, feeling broad across the heart. And then again, you're going to bend the knee, bring it right over the ankle. Make sure it's tracking toward the toes. You can see the big toe on the inside of your knee. And then take your gaze across the fingertips of your right hand. Feel really broad and open across the body. And then to come out, you're going to push into that front foot, straighten the leg, arms come down, turn the feet through the front. So that one is Warrior Two. The Sanskrit is Virabhadrasana 2. Virabhadrasana 2. And we'll go the other way. Turn the right foot in just a little. Left foot turns out 90 degrees. Heel lines up with the arch. And the foot is parallel to each side of your mat. Okay, you ready? Hands on the hips. Knee tracks right over the toes from the beginning. Make sure it tracks right over the toes. Sometimes it tips in and then we move it out over the toes. I don't want to see that. Keep the knee safe. Make sure you can see the big toe on the inside of the knee. This is usually a really good pose too for anyone with knee problems, as long as the alignment is meticulous. And you can ask your doctor if you're not quite sure about it. You need to be sure that the knee points toward the toes and is not beyond the ankle. We want to keep it right above the ankle. And then come back up. Let's add the arms. The arms come up. Feel that broadness across the heart. And then you're going to bend the knee, track it right over the toes. You can see the big toe on the inside of the knee. Feeling broad across the heart. Finding your breath. Breathe. This is a strong pose, I know. And then coming up, straightening the front knee by pushing into that front foot. Arms come down. Turn the feet to the front and step back into Tadasana. We always want to come back to the central place, both physically, just to come back to a central place. It also draws your energy back too. And it gives us an opportunity to take a breath, take stock, feel the effect of that pose. Notice how it changed your physical body, if it changed the energy in your body. Just notice. So that was Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Let's do another standing pose. This one's called Parshva Konasana, or extended side stretch. It actually is one of those poses that has a number of names. In the English anyway. It's always Parshva Konasana in Sanskrit. So it starts out just like the one we just did. So turning the feet to your right, left foot turns in just a bit, right foot turns out 90 degrees, heel the front foot lines up with the arch of the back, legs are very straight, arms come up, and you're going to bend the knees. So again, just like we just did in Warrior Two. But now you're going to bring the front elbow down to the leg, top arm comes up by the ear, and you feel the reach from the outside of that back foot up and out through the fingertips. So get really long through your body. Shoulder is down, right shoulder is down. Breathe. Feel the work in your legs. Find your breath. And then you can come up by pushing into that front foot, coming all the way up, turning the feet through the front, arms come down. And we'll do the other side. So the right foot turns in just a bit. Left foot turns out 90 degrees. Again, that foot is parallel to each side of your mat. Heel lines up with the arch. Arms come up. Bend your knee. Bring the elbow down. Top arm comes up by your ear, and feel the reach from the outside of that back leg up and out through your fingertips. Get really long and breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. And then come back up. Turn the feet through the front, arms come down, step back into Tadasana. Feeling broad across the soles of the feet. Feel the body. Take a few breaths. All right, now we're going to do one of my favorites. It's called, well, I call it wall push. And it's a modification of a pose if you've ever heard of downward facing dog, which we will get to in a few classes. This is a modification that helps open up the shoulders to prepare them for downward facing dog. And you're going to come up to the wall and place your hands so they're about shoulder width apart. And you're going to walk away from the wall, pushing into the wall, hence the name wall push. You're going to reach back through your sit bones. It's a nice stretch through the hamstrings for sure. Get really long through the body. If your shoulders are really tight, if you are hunched up, just walk up slightly. Bring your hands up higher and move from there. Make it easier on your hamstrings. Breathe as you reach back through your sit bones. And then walk your feet up. Bring your hands down. Roll the shoulders back. Take a breath. We'll do it one more time. All right, again, hands up. Step the feet back. Reach the sit bones back behind you. Get long through your spine. Draw the shoulders away from your ears too. And then walk your feet up. Take your hands down, roll the shoulders back a couple of times. Take a few breaths. Feel the effect. All right. I'll meet you down on the floor. We are almost ready for Shavasana, and you can get yourself ready for Shavasana putting on socks and a sweatshirt if you'd like, as I say a few words about eye bags. I personally love eye bags. I use them in my own practice. I have them strategically placed throughout my house and in my yoga bags so that I almost always have one within arm's reach for me. There are two kinds of eye bags out there. One is a much heavier kind. I call it the old-fashioned kind because this is what we had when I started doing yoga 20 some odd years ago. The problem with these are finding is they put too much pressure on the cornea, and if you wear them, especially for a long time, if you're doing a yoga nidra, which is an extra long shavasana, and you come out and you kind of have a hard time getting your vision back, you're out of focus, it's because it actually misshapens your cornea. So they're finding these are a little bit dangerous. Dangerous is a little strong of a word. There's a safer eye bag that you can use, and these are the lighter ones. These are the ones that are just started being made a few years ago, and this is my preference now. This is the one I use all the time. And I do have someone who makes them, so if you want them, you can contact me and I will help you get you hooked up with a good eye bag. This is a very light one, so it gives you all the benefits of the eye bag, which is primarily to help you keep the eyes closed so you don't have to hold them shut when you're in Shavasana. It also keeps out the light, so it makes it much darker, which helps you relax, and gives you just enough weight on your eyes to help you relax. So I highly recommend the light one. If you have heavy ones lying around, I use them in the palms of my hands for Shavasana, and that helps me relax. Actually feels quite wonderful. So I have a few extra of the big ones still around for that use. So on that note, move into Shavasana. Remember, knees are bent, and you let yourself round down one vertebrae at a time. Legs are extended, giving yourself a boost underneath the thighs if that's necessary for your lower back. Giving yourself a little bit of a lift underneath your head if you need to. Arms are at 45 degrees. Draw the shoulder blades under, open across your heart. Take a few deep breaths and let yourself go. Begin by feeling the effects of today's yoga class. Feel the difference in your body as a result of what we did together. It was just a few poses, and I bet you can feel the difference. And then allow yourself to release and relax even more. Softening the soles of your feet, softening the palms of your hands, relaxing all the muscles in your face, feeling as if the skin is softening and melting away. Enjoy your relaxation. Begin to bring your awareness back, deepening your breath and gently moving at your fingers and your toes. As you're ready, bend your knees Roll over to your right side and rest for a moment, making a pillow with your bottom arm. Give yourself this moment to help you bring along the calm of Shavasana you just cultivated. Push yourself up with your top hand, keeping your eyes closed and letting your head be heavy. Come all the way up to sitting. Letting your head come up as you're ready. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Inhaling, bring your arms up and overhead. Palms come together over your head. Bring your hands down, rest your thumbs at your forehead, and set an intention for compassionate thoughts. Bring your hands down and rest at your mouth. Set an intention for compassionate words. Bring your hands down, rest at your heart. And as you bow your head to your heart, set an intention to be compassionate with yourself. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next class.